right, welcome back. Another video. First off, let me say happy 4th of July from MJ and all of us here at Royal Q. I'm going to do a smoked beef today, and we're going to slice it up for sandwiches. I'm going to go over how I get my beef prepared, what I use as a binder, what I use as a rub, and then also some of the ingredients that I use to smoke. Today, I'll be smoking this on an extra large big green egg. And before we get started, let's talk about some of the ingredients I want to use. First off, I'm going to use some extra virgin olive oil as a binder. If you watch any of my other videos, or if you watch videos, period, you've seen that a lot of people use different binders. They use mustard, and olive oil, vegetable oil, and some people use nothing. It's clearly up to you. The only thing that the binder does is just help the rub stick to the meat. All right, when we want to talk about rub, I'm going to be using MJ's Royal Rubs from here at Royal Q. I'm not going to open this. This is one that I actually have to send out. And since I'm saying that, let me say I apologize to my subscribers if you have sent me an email asking for rub. I'm still active duty military, and I've been moving around a lot for the last 6 to 9 months and just trying to get my family to relocate and different things like that. And now we're actually here settled. You might see some boxes and stuff in the house. We actually haven't even moved in yet. But I am definitely getting your sample and your rubs out to you as soon as possible. Thank you for subscribing and thank you for watching. So today we'll definitely be using the rub. I already have some here placed in a shaker for me. Just a shaker that I picked up at the dollar store. I like it because it has a lot of different holes in it and gives me very good coverage on the meat. Next, let's talk about what I'm going to use in the grill for fuel. This might be a two-part today because I'm also going to do a review on the Western Hardwood Lump Charcoal. It's a 30-pound bag I picked up at my local Walmart, and it probably varies between $9 and $12 depending on where you're located at. I'm very excited about this wood. Definitely a good price. I've already opened it a little bit. It has a very good smell. I'm usually a raw oak user, but I like to review and use a lot of different fuels. So I'm gonna definitely try this out today. Also, I'm gonna use the Western wood. I'm gonna just use one today. I'm gonna use hickory. I usually like to switch between hickory and mesquite, but I only have hickory, so that's what I'm gonna smoke with today. I knocked over some signs as well. Put these back up. We'll probably edit that out, or maybe leave it. All right, let's get into getting the meat prepared. Now, for me, a lot of people like to marinate their meat overnight. I use a dry rub marinade versus a wet rub. Basically, what a dry rub is you're just gonna use some type of dry rub, MJ's Royal Rubs if you would like, or any rub that you like, and you're gonna place on the meat and let the meat sweat the rub into the meat. And then there's liquid rubs, of course, that you can make a liquid, put in a bag and let it brine. I usually do about an hour to an hour and a half before I put the meat on, just because I feel like that's enough for the meat to absorb, and I don't like a lot of salt. Usually a lot of rubs carry a lot of salt, mine does not, but usually a lot of commercial rubs carry a lot of salt, and when you leave it, the longer you leave it, the more salt penetrates the meat. Today is really hot out, so I'm gonna wait and do this a little bit later this evening. So this is probably gonna marinate for about 2 to 3 hours. Once I get it done, I'm just gonna place it in the fridge, and then we'll come back with the video when I get the grill ready. All right, always remember, have you a clean and dirty hand, and we're gonna start off with our binder. And again, today I'm just using some extra virgin olive oil, and you don't have to go overboard with this stuff. Just get a good coat. Make sure you get the edges. I'm just gonna turn this guy over and get the back side. Off camera, I did do some trimming on this, not much. I picked this up at our local Sam's, and I just took a little bit of the fat cap off, but I didn't have to do much. All right, now we got everything coated. I can close up the olive oil here. And next we're gonna come back with the MJ's rub and do a liberal coating. Again, it is just make sure you do a liberal coating. It's a big piece of meat, so it can definitely take it. And you just want to get all sides. And again, we're going to give this meat time to absorb all this rub, the salt, pepper, the garlic, thyme. Now, we're doing beef today, so you want to pick a savory rub. And at least that's just my palate. You don't want to go with something that's really, really sweet. I like a lot of savory notes on beef, and sweet I like to put on seafood and pork and chicken. All right, and like I said, remember to get all sides. Ain't nothing fancy about it. Like I said, be kind of liberal. All right, that is it. That's part one of smoking some beef. And like I said, what we're gonna do with this, we're gonna take this and chop it really thin and make sandwiches out of it. So this is how your beef should look. This is the eye of the round, a prime choice. So this is how it should look. Now we're gonna take this guy, we're gonna put some foil over the top. I'm just gonna place it inside the refrigerator and let it hang out for 2 to 3 hours. Once it's been 2 or 3 hours, I'm gonna come back, unwrap. I'm gonna get the big green egg lit and we're gonna put it on. So stay tuned. All right, like I said, we're out here at the grill. It's gonna be a 2-part review. I wanna review this Western hard lump charcoal. Like I said, again, from Walmart, it's a 30-pound bag. And I just wanna show you me pouring some in my extra large big green egg. I'm not gonna show you how to light it because I've already did a video on the loop lighter, which I'll be using today. Go through my page and check out that video and do a review on it. I mean, put a comment if you like. All right. Already, I see some really nice pieces coming out. Oh, I do have the kick-ass basket in here. I have not did a full review on this yet, but I will. That'll be coming up pretty soon. It's all right. That's about all I'm gonna use. I'm not gonna do much. I may do some burgers and whatnot later. Let's talk about it real quick. Definitely has a hardwood lump wood smell. It reminds me a lot of Royal Oak. You can tell that it's definitely natural wood. It's a pretty big size compared to my hand. And I've noticed that you're getting a lot of the log sizes. Again, there's another one. Here's more of your regular size. So it's a big size. Doesn't have a chemical smell at all. And very nice bark. So I'm very excited about using this wood. In my opinion, it's on the cheaper side. A 30-pound bag for, I think I paid $10 and some change. I definitely see if Walmart keeps carrying this, I definitely see this probably getting a little bit higher. But once I light it and it starts to smoke and I can smell it, we'll come back on the video right before we put the roast beef on, the smoked roast beef, and I'll let you know what I think about it so far. Thanks again. All right, we're back. The meat's been resting out about an hour or so. I already have the grill lit. And you see where I did the charcoal and whatnot. And we're gonna go outside and put it on. What I want you to do though, my son's gonna take a look and zoom in on the meat. What I want you to take a look at is how the dry rub and the meat have penetrated together. So what happens is what the meat does as it sits, it pulls the dry rub inside and it kind of gives it a wet brine type of look. And if you remember, we started out dry and now we have a wet feel. So that's how you know that it's starting to pull some of the liquids out and it start putting the seasoning in. And it's ready to go. So follow me outside. Ooh. All right, we're out here at the Big Green Egg. I'm sitting at about 300. I wanted to run a little high because once I put the meat on, it's gonna drop the temperature of the grill, it's gonna regulate itself. Also, the weather's starting to change out here, it's starting to rain, so I know it's gonna kind of cool down and affect the temperature as well. So I'm starting a little bit high. If you're out there cooking on any type of smoker, especially egg or ceramic, make sure you burp it first before you open it. Let some of that heat out. We already got that hickory smelling good, and we got a nice clear blue smoke. That's how you know you're ready to put it on. So I like to just take mine, and I'm just gonna put it directly here in the center. I got the biggest part facing the back because a lot of the heat rises about the back of the egg. And as you can see, like I said, it was at 300. the moment I opened it to put the meat on, it shot it right down to 250. I'm gonna be smoking this beef roast at 250. I'm gonna try to maintain the temperature. The egg is really good at doing that even if it was bad outside. I'm gonna watch it for a little while, make sure it doesn't fluctuate. It's probably gonna go up on me a little bit. I'll back it down, but I'm trying to look for 250, no higher than 275. And we're cooking to an internal temp of 130, medium rare. That's perfect for slicing really thin and gives you a very good juicy sandwich. Shouldn't take long. Going back in the inside. Come on, follow me in. All right, before we go, I just wanted to show you, I'm not gonna use my DigiQ. It's a fast cook, it'll be ready pretty quick. So I just have a quick little thermometer, instant pen, picked it up off Amazon for maybe 15, 20 bucks. I highly recommend you grab one of these. They get very expensive. You can go up to the hundreds to 200s, but this one has done me well. It's a Nuvita, N-U-V-I-T-A. Pretty sure you can find it on Amazon. Pretty accurate, does a great job. Like I said, we're going to 130. When it gets ready, when it gets close to about 130, I'll bring you back out. We'll pull it and we'll do some slicing. Thanks again. All right, we're almost at the end of this cook. This is a smoked roast beef. We took it all the way to, I usually go to about 130. I kind of went overshot my temp. I'm kind of busy doing stuff. So it really went to about 145. A little bit more done than I would like, but 130 is about the target temperature where you want to go. That keeps you really juicy, really soft, and really nice. All right, this, I've already taken it off and it's sat in the refrigerator overnight. I like to kind of let the meat get cold because I'm gonna slice it thin for sandwiches. But what I've done is taken my knife and kind of just cut it open a little bit for you so you can see the inside. Has somewhat of a smoke ring. I didn't really do a lot of wood on it. Like I said, I did a hickory, so it's really not a really strong wood. And it is cold right now, so it's gonna go from here straight to the slicer. Let's talk about this really quick, and I am gonna do a review on this. I have a Chef's Choice 615 slicer. I really like it. It gets it fairly thin, and I will do a review on that later. So let me just, I'm gonna cut it one more. You know what, I think I'm just gonna go the whole thing. I'll just do a couple of slices. And what I'm doing now is just getting the meat even to cut. Come on this side. So you can see as it's coming out. I'm slicing it really thin. That's enough. And what I want to show you is this. This is about how thin that I like it for sandwiches. Like I said, I kind of overshot it, but it's cold and it's still very tender. So let's do a little taste test. Okay. Definitely taste the rub. Definitely taste that hickory smoke. Like I said, I let it sit in the fridge overnight. It kind of brings all the spices and whatnot back together. I also let it rest before I put it in the fridge for about 2 or 3 hours. And we're gonna cut this up and make sandwiches. All right, so I definitely hope you try this recipe. Like I said, I started with a just regular eye of the round beef roast. Let it come to room temperature. Season it, make sure you use a good binder. Whatever season that you like, I suggest MJ's Royal Rub. Once you got it seasoned, get your grill up to about 250, no more than 275. Put the roast on and just let it roll. You don't need to wrap, you don't need to do anything to it. Like I said, I like to take it to about 130, but you can go to the temperature that you like. Once it gets 130, take it off, let it rest for a couple of hours. You can either slice it then or do like I do, put it in the fridge. It will slice better when it's cold, it's more manageable, and the fibers in the meat have tightened back up. After that, take it, make sandwiches, tacos. I've even put these inside of quesadillas. It's very versatile. It's a very cheap meal, cheap piece of meat that you can make taste really good. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and be looking out for more videos. Thank you.